Hello, people. It's me, Kat. I am back. Um, I am back. I know I took a day off or so to just relax for the over the holiday. I just wanted to chill out and relax. You know, my mind and things. And I was off work, so I took a me day, to just chill out and mop my floors and binge watch a little 911, stuff like that. But it's me. I am back. I did want to do a video this morning, but I feel like I didn't wake up in time enough to do it as to where I wanted to get up, get ready for work, and then do a video and still do whatever it was I needed to do to get out of the house and to work on time. So I just decided to uh I did a little workup at work, which I did the workup before I even went to where actually I did it last night. So after last night's we're talking about lottery today and some math. So after last night's number, I did a little work, whatever came out. I did a little workup and said, okay, I'll get back to this in the morning, and then I'll play whatever I was gonna play. And like I said, that was when I was wanting to do the video for us to get a hit. And then, but like I said, I didn't have enough time, so I did post a short. So I did write a workup out. It was a little hint workup, so I did write that out. I did post that on my shorts. So whoever got that, if you follow me on Facebook, that was also on my Facebook. I did link the short to my Facebook page. So, like I said, if you follow me on Facebook, you could have also went there and looked and seen what it was I was attempting to show. Or I know shorts go by kind of fast. You got to watch them over and over again, or you got to screenshot or stop it, whatever the case may be. But it was there. So I do want to backtrack because since I was off, and I don't, like I said, I don't like to take any days off, but since I was off, I would like to backtrack, and I would like to go over yesterday's hits. And honestly, I would like to start from the previous night when we the first. I would like to start from September 1st when we got that 914 that night. And then we're going to go over last night's. Yesterday's hit and how we derived for this morning hit, and then possibilities for this evening. So that is my goal for today. So if you want to learn something, stick around. If you want to learn something, come in the building, come F with me, as they say, come fool with me. Like I said, I know I'm not popular on here. I know a lot of people have things to do, but come fool with me. Okay, so we are going from the number that came out that night for 9/1 September, because we are in the month of September. So mind you, we are in the month of September. So 9/1's number, the last number was a 914. That number came out, and the next day was 9/2. So we're doing the same thing that I say do, or whatever you're gonna do. because this is the first thing to do when you want to derive a hit. So we're starting from 9, 2. 9 minus 2 equals 7, so we got that there. We got our date sum there. And we have our hit sum here, 914. Our last hit was 914 that we're starting from. And that equals 14. Now, naturally, we are backtracking. We already know what came out. We already know what came out. But for the sake of snake, if we did not know what was coming out or what came out, we were going to try to derive a hit. That's what we were going to try to do. We were going to try to derive a hit. So naturally, we got this around here. And you know what I'm saying? It's a new month. But we're still going to do some of the same things that we always been doing. We're going to do the same thing. We're either going to add or subtract. But mind you, from the previous video towards the end, I say since we're getting into later in the months and they're doing any old thing, we're going to do both. So right now, we're going to add. So naturally, I'm going to have a 0 here because that's what I'm going to have there. I'm going to have a 3 here because that's what I'm going to have there. I'll have a 2 there. So that's what I'm going to have there. If I'm going to subtract, then you already know what I'm going to subtract. But I got that there. So what I automatically looked at for whatever reason, I don't know, I just decided to look at this 4 and 6. 4 and 2. For whatever reason, I decided to look at B. And that was before I added around. I didn't do anything. I naturally looked at my 7, naturally looked at that 4 and that 2, and I instantly thought of 6. Like I said, for whatever reason, I don't know. But we're going to just start off the same way that I do so we can start doing some math. So we're going to break our number down into some pairs here. And we're going to try to break them down even further to get a hit. So, naturally, we already know what the number was. So, you could have did whatever, one of the methods that I've already showed you. But guess what? We're going to show you a method that they took. Like, one similar, but one a way that they pretty much was not doing. Or a way that you pretty much too much as have not seen. So we're going to go here. I think that's not what I want to do, but we're going to go with it. That's not what I want to do. I know it's not. But either way it go, I mean, how would you know? You're gonna have to do it, but either way anyway. But this is not the way I want to go with it. Okay. Okay. So say if we went that way, we got a 0 3. We got a 0 3, and then we would have to try to figure out which one of these they would take if that's what we're doing. Um, if that's what we were doing, that's what we would be doing. But that wasn't. No, that's not the way that I took it. And it's crazy. I thought I had this already together. But anyway, so let's keep going. I did it two different ways. So I wound up with yeah. I ended up with another method that got me. When I did it two ways. I just want to make sure. Okay. I know I multiplied something. Let me check out that. The number, so the number was 026. It was something that was playing in my face. It was playing in my face. It was right in my face, but I'm gonna take it away that I did do it on this sheet because on this sheet here, it's leading me with this number here, 0 6, and you got the 2 there. But I, like I said, instantly thought about this number here, adding that together there. And that was how I derived that 026. I think I played 620 or something. Whatever I played, I didn't get paid the max amount of money that I would have liked to get paid. So Yeah, I'm losing it. 'Cause, uh, I had it instantly in my face. Yeah. I don't even see it because I can't even remember what I did. And that's the problem. That's what you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to not remember what you did. That's the reason why I tell you you have to write it over again. You have to rewrite it. And when you rewrite it, um 6, 4. Why did I get a 2 and a 6? Okay. There it is. It's right here. Now it's in my face. Right here. Okay, so what I did, I'm just going to show you from here. So for the first time, I got an 8. It's retarded because I got an 8 and a 0. How the heck I got an 8 and a 0? Mm-hmm. Oh, 8, 0. I was doing the wrong way. I don't know what made me multiply. Because I got a 2 and I got a 6. Multiplied and added. That's what I did. I had a 2 and a 6. I multiplied and added. And I still came down with a 0, 6 after I went to the bottom of it. I got to re-go over that so I'll show it to you. It was something that I did it before. I got to go back over that. I definitely do because it's a good way. It's a good method that I got to show you. Definitely got to show you what they did. But nevertheless, we got that 026. That was what we had got. We got that 026. So they took that 4, that 2 and that 4 and added that together. But this is from me. This is my go around, my workaround from 9-2. And I also did this, and it's crazy. This workaround gives you the evening number that came out. Because it's sitting right there in your face, which is, like I said, crazy. So say if we got that, we got that 9, that we're on 9-2. Say we got this for the midday. And that's an 8. So we got that for the midday. And we reworking. We're reworking. So we're adding 9 and 1. Same thing I've been doing. 2 and 1. And we're just adding these two. And then we're still doing our 9 minus 2 equals 7. We're still doing that. And it's like I said, it's crazy that they took that next hit, which came out to be 302. They took it right there. They took it from right there. And how would you have known that they were going to take that 3? You could have went and pulled out. Well, I don't know if you got this, but I got this um, from watching the expert. So you see 8, what 8 equals? 8 equals a 3 and a 2. So if they use that 8 equals a 3 and a 2, they instantly took that 3 and it came from here. 302. It came from that pair. They didn't, even if you work the pairs all the way down, it's still gonna come back to that same number. Because I did it. I worked the pairs all the way back down and it still came back to that number. But it's something that I started doing with this little grid that I made up. This grid that I made up is getting me close. It's getting me somewhat close towards at least one, maybe not one, maybe 2, maybe a couple of the numbers. Hell, you can make a entire thingy surrounding it and figure out all of the numbers with this grid that I've been making. And I call it my little pick 3 grid. And I'm still working on the one for the pick 4. I'm close, but not yet. Because I say once I hit a pick 4 for more than $200, because I've done hit for $200. If I hit for a pick 4 for more than $200, then we in there. We in there like booty here. And I'll show you whatever the grid is that I made. Now, I've made a grid where I'm close and I can get all of the numbers, but I have yet to play it. So if I'm there and I make it as to where I play it and I got it, but out, then we're in there. So say if I made a grid of this number. So say if I made a grid, this is just something I made up. With a little help, but I made this one up myself. This is just something I decided to do. Tweak some and do it or whatever. And all this is these numbers. They're good for something. They're good for something. This was the reason why, if you go back and watch my videos, I put them there. They're good for something. Mirrors and flips. That's what they call them. So, I made a little grid from this number here, from this number. And I use my date sum. So what I do is put a box around my date sum. And guess what my date sum has right near it or around it? It has the 2, it has the 0, and it has the 3. Now, how do you know what they're going to pick? Hell, I don't freaking know. Sometimes I'll do both. The date sum and the hit sum to box in a number. Guess what? We got this number kind of boxed in, this 3. We got that number kind of boxed in. It's boxed in here. And that was the number that came out, 302. And it's no use to even trying to work this all the way out because we're just backtracking. We already know what came out. So there's no use to even go to further go along with the pairs. There's no use for me to do it. We already know What came out, we already know obviously where they got the number from. They got it from the date. Obviously, they got it from the date and they got it from the previous number. That's where they got it from. This was just something that I made up to give you a little extra help as to how can I figure out at least one of the numbers. With the pairs, you got to get two, but you want to be accurate because what if they doing a different math that day? What if they going up and down, cross side, whatever? You want to know. You want to know exactly what they're doing. So we got the 302. That 302 was the evening for 9/2, which leads us to today. So we had this, we had that. This is on the short that I made for this morning. Because like I said, I didn't have time to make a video, so I did make a short. And I did put this on there. So if you go back and look, it's no bull crap. This is exactly what's there. So today is the 3rd. So naturally you're gonna do this. Same way I've been doing it. Our hit sum is a 2. Hit sum is 5. Date sum is 2. 9 minus 3 is 6. Simple as that. 9 minus 3 is 6. So it's an odd day. I would subtract. That's just me. Not saying, like I said, not saying don't, take that and do it again so you can have it on around or on the side. I'm not saying don't do it again because I'm definitely saying do it again. And you're going to, subtract, the same way that I've been saying do it. It's just what you're going to do. So this comes out to be 12, right? So if I wanted to use this little thing that I got from the master, that's what I'm going to call him, the master. Look at what this 12 is. So I'm going to go up here in my legend, because I'm going to call it a legend. That 12 can equal a 7. 12 can equal a 6. This is my legend. I took it. If you want to screenshot it, you screenshot it. I screenshotted it. I took it. I wrote it down from someone who said write it down, screenshot it. So it can help me when I first started, because I was doing it strictly by when I subtracted what the numbers were coming out to be and what could equal what. And that's how I was getting my pairs at first. But like I said, Illinois is tricky, and Illinois does what they want to do. So you got to figure out for your own state. And this is the same. You can do the same method for your state. If you're not in Illinois, you could do the same method. What's your last number? What's your last hit? Write the hit. What's today's date? Write the date. Add or subtract around. I don't know what your state doing. So you're going to add or subtract around and see what your state's doing. Then you're going to do the same thing. Write you out some pairs. Boom. And guess what? My grid works for all freaking states. Voila. It does. It works. All the numbers. When you put the number in there and you do it like how I do it. But I said I was going to teach do a live on it, which I see a couple people watching. I don't know if you know how to say hello, so I can see if I can even see some comments. That'd be nice. Um, so back to the lecture at hand. I'm not gonna stop doing what I do. Hey Jay, how's it going? I wish I would have did a live this morning because I would have gave the straight, the straight to you guys this morning. If you would have, I don't know if you looked at what I attempted to try to give you this morning. I don't know if you saw it. If you looked at it, um, I wish I had my other book because I had to redo that sheet this morning, and I had it on the sheet. I straight up said we're gonna play the number that came out. But anyway, we're just gonna mosey on along. I'm not even sure if I had got what came out by even doing these. I'm not even sure because I don't even remember. So we're just gonna work it out. So nope. Now one of them is it. Oh, let's try it another way. 9. Let's go 9, 0. Let's go 0, 0. Let's go 4, 6. Nope. 9. I thought I got this already this morning on a piece of paper. I'm gonna have to look it up again. 12. I think they're honestly going back to up here and the pairs. That's what I'm thinking they're going back to. But where's my book? Oh, that's what I did at work for tonight. I got a pink book. Oh, pink. I was supposed to give out my sports bets today, but I didn't have time. I wrote them down. I gave picks today. I mean, straight picks. And I better hit. Where's my pink book? It's weird. Anyway, we're just going to go straight to the grid. Because the grid. So who's ever on here, you get to see. I'm going to show you how to make this grid. I'm going to show you how to make this grid. I'm going to give you the secret sauce. Expose it. So you can be successful too. Tonight is real kind of crazy. It really is. Don't tell me I left it at work or something. I hope not. Thought I packed all my stuff. Oh, here it is. So tonight, I'm going to teach you this grit. Yeah, I redid everything. I know I did. I knew I had redid it. I guess I did redo it. Yeah, because I re-put the grit, the hit on there. Where is the hit from this morning? It's weird. Anyway, so our last number we got, we're gonna go straight to the hit, and then we're gonna go to tonight. Okay, the last number, that was that 302. So what I posted up this morning, this was from yesterday morning to get to last night hit, and then this morning hit to get to, yeah. Okay, so this morning, that's what we were on. So we were gonna I was gonna make a grit, which I did, made a grit. So I started out with 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 3. And I put the number around this way. And don't ask me why I did it. It was just something I wanted to see. I wanted to see what I could see. So then I'm going to add two. Oh, that's wrong. Yep, something wrong. And like I said, I don't need it because I know it by heart. So if you want to know where I get my numbers from, that's where I get them from. Then who told me to go up with it? Myself. Because that's what I wanted to do. So our hit sum was 2. Am I doing this? Yeah, 302. Hold on. Messing up my live. Something ain't right. Yep, I fucked up. Can't even add. We're going to do it again. We're going to start it over because I can't add. Now, today is the 3rd, which is 12, which is 2, rather. Our last hit was 5. That was our last hit. 9 minus 3 equals a 6. You see, we got something already that came out this morning. But anyway, you want to know. I was doing my breakdown, rundown. And when I was doing my rundown, it was something telling me that something was going to be fishy. So I instantly started with my grid. Like I said, I can't count. 2, 5, and 4. And then 0, 7, 9, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. So we got our hit sum for 2. Put your box around the 2. There we go. So guess what we got boxed in? A 7. Oops. Guess what we got boxed in? A 7. So guess what? If you go back and look at my short, that said definitely a 7. We got definitely a 7 in the. We had definitely a 7 in the hit. Definitely a 7. And then guess what I thought about? Something else. I'm like, wait a minute. These two are down here. And when I say down, something's off the grid. So I looked what's missing. You always got to count. 0, 1, no 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, no 6. And I wrote a couple numbers, but I said 7, 6, 1. Now, don't ask me what made me write that 6 first. Put the 6 first when I played it, but I did. And that's how I got the hit. I don't know. Maybe I was thinking of going backwards when I thought about that. Because the 1 could have been there. 6 could have been there. I don't know. The hit sum was a 5. So say if we even went 5, that was just tricking you because the 5's over here. And that still would have probably told me something's off somewhere. Or you still could have played something over there. Or it could have been something over here still. But you definitely knew this number was going to be right here. You definitely knew that number was going to be there. But guess what? Look at this. I'm noticing that when I showed you what happened yesterday's number, or earlier that day number. 5 plus 2 is what? 5 plus 2 is 7. So they're taking that hit sum and they're adding it to something over here. 5 plus 2 is a 7. 6 from right there. 6 from right there. And 1 from right here. 7, 6, 1. That's where they got this morning number from. The date. Still. They got it from still the date. They played a game with it and they got it. So that's what they did. So we got 7, 6, 1. So what they gonna do today? Who knows? Today is the 3rd. We got a 2. Still got the 2 there. And we still got a 6. 9 minus 3 equals 6. And we still got a 6 here. We still got that. So this is 14. So if they're going to take that 4, they're going to add it to something. What we're going to get? Might get a 7. Might get a 2. Might get a 6. Might get a 3. If they add it back to that 9. What are we going to get today? What are they going to do today? So we still got We still have our 2 here. We still have our 8 here. We still have our 1 here. Because that's from us just going around. And then we still could do 8, 4. 8, 2, 1. Same, it's the same thing. We're on single digits, so we're on single digits right now. Because the month is a 9. So we're back on single digits. It's not like how it was when we were on 30, in the double digits of the days. That's what I mean. Okay. Now we can always just go back to our pairs. But guess what? I want to be a little bit more accurate, but this is where it's going to get tricky today. It's going to get tricky today. Let's make a grid. Let's make a grid. Let's make a grid. But guess what we don't have? We don't have a 2. There is no 2. So we're going 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we don't have a 2. We don't have a 2 to tell us nothing. We got a 4. 4 could tell us something. We have a 4 from the hit sum. A 4 could tell us 3s. A 4 could tell us 1, 2, 3. If we want to play the game like that. Could say 3, 2, 8. But guess what we're going back to? We're going back to our pyramid. We got to go where our help is. So I'm going back to my pyramids. I'm going back to, I'm going to finish this out. I'm going back to whatever I can use to try to help me out. Whatever I can do. So mind you, from earlier on the legend, like I said, I don't care if you screenshot it, do whatever you got to do with it. The legend, I got 12 can equal 8, 7, and 6. That 12 can equal an 8, a 7, or a 6. Could. So what you might have, what you might have. Something from here, because you got, and where you want to know why I'm saying 12 equals, 12 equals. Here, this is the 12. People drop it off, but obviously they're using it. And that's what I'm saying they're doing, because it looked like it to me. So if we're saying it was one of these, it could be 876, who knows? Or 276. But who knows? This was what's supposed to help us be more accurate, but guess what? It ain't doing that today. Unless we definitely know a 2 is gonna be in there. But guess what? I just made this grid up. Although I said I was gonna back test it for the whole month of August. Who got time for all that? If I want to be successful in it, I probably would. But guess what? I haven't done it. So I'm going to make a pyramid. And more than likely, this probably ain't going to tell me crap. It might go to the next one. And the next one is just same thing. I don't need that because I know it by heart, but I don't know the other one. I had to count it on my fingers. So three, yeah, 8, 4, 5, 0, 4. So could have something from here. Could have something from right here. We could have definitely already. You know what? And I'm gonna tell you something. We already know what's gonna be in it. It's always something from up here. That's the lead. That leads the pack. 7, 8, 9, 10, 0, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. All right. So we already know that it's going to be something with a 0, a 7, or a 2. And it could be something with both. But for the meantime, in between time, we definitely know something's gonna consist of one of them dang on numbers. So something's gonna consist of one of these numbers at the top of the pyramid. Now I'm gonna let you know one number I'm playing off the bat because it's almost close time to the next game. I'm just saying today what I'm gonna play because it's one number. I'm just saying one number that I'm gonna play because it's missing 2. I'm gonna play 2, 2, 2. That's what I'm gonna do, unless they cut it off by the time I get offline. Because sometimes that's what they do. And if it come out, it come out. If it don't, it don't. That's what I'm gonna do. And guess what? That equals 6. Hey, it might come out, might not. I'm not saying it will. Hey. But like I said, we want to get close to the possible number. We want to get close to our number. We want to get close to our number. Look at this number. Again, look at that one. That's down there. Not saying I'm not trying to pinpoint nothing until I can pinpoint something. Yesterday, I got a hit because I knew what number was going to be in there because it was boxed in. I mean, this morning. I knew what was going to be in there because it was boxed in. Today, we're going to make out a couple hits. So, I want to start back with this, and then I'm going to go back to 3 days back on my grid. So, I want to finish this right quick. So, I don't know what they're going to do. What if they do 3, 4? Oops. 7, 2. 8, 2. Okay, so what if we pull these? Not saying we're pulling that, but okay, we're starting with those, and then what if we finish them? We had a 2, 7 right there already, but we don't know where it's gonna come from. That's why we're gonna have to go back. And I'm gonna tell you something that I noticed that it's doing now when we go back. So I got a 4, 3, 2, 7, 0, 6, and then I got 27, 28, 5, 4, 6, 0, 4, 5. I got 5, 0, 0, 5. So I'm ending with a 0, 5. If they subtract, it's a 2, 5. So you even know 0, 5. If they play games and subtract it, it's a 2, 5. That's what we know. If they go the opposite way with it, you just got to do it the opposite way. If they decide they want to do 2, 2, 3, because 6 plus 6 is 12. 2, 7, which we already did that, but this is this way, so it was the same thing anyway. 4, 8. You got to do it both ways because they could play a game to figure out which pair they could do. Which pair could they do? So we got the pyramid there. Like I said, 12 could equal, even though, so it's going to be one of those other numbers. We already got the 6 this morning. So it's going to be one of the other ones. So we're going back. So I'm going to go back on this side. 1, 2. No, hold on. Because it was something I noticed they was doing. Because how I could usually get a straight hit out of here, I did not. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2. I think it was 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So if I want to use this, oh, I can't even see it because I messed this up when I did it. If I use this, I didn't get it because if I'm looking all around, I ain't getting no 761. Only thing I got was the straight from the fireball. Wait a minute, I got a 711. Hold on. Only thing I got was a 711. That was a straight too. If you played that fireball, we got 711. And it was so crazy. As I said, I was playing it because the one was out. I was gonna play both of them, and I forgot to play that one. I would have had double the hits. Oh, I'm missing something. Guess what I'm missing? It's right up here in the corner. It's right there. Okay. Oh, I missed it. How did I miss that sucker? I didn't know. I think I went back and wrote down all the things because since I knew it was a 7 in there, that's why I wish I could find where I wrote it. I went through my last few numbers of these grids and I wrote down everything that had a 7 associated with it. But I don't even know if like I said, I missed that. I'm just not seeing it now. I know I missed it. So anyway, by me thinking 3 days back, so 1, 2, 3, it was in the 3. It was in the 3. Because remember, this wasn't here. But 9-3 wasn't there yet. So I only had the evening, I had the morning, and I had the previous night. And it was there, 761. I guess because it's bunched all up in the damn corner, I missed it. So my data not flawed. Because I'm thinking it was flawed. So I had went back. I went back 1, 2, 3 days here, which I do that too. I went back 3 days there for the morning. And I said, okay, they double crossed it. They took it from the first thing and here. So mind you, our write up from last night's hit was a 302. So if we did pyramids on 302 and our mirror number, flip number, guess what? Like I said, it was one of these numbers was in it. And guess what number it was? It was a 6. So that's the reason why I'm saying it's going to be one of these numbers. Now, in our workup, we got 2 derivatives that could be. We got a number that's left out that could be. And we're going to go 3 days back. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go 3 days back. And guess where we're back to? We're back to here. And look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Look at here. Not saying that's going to be it. But look at here. And I'm going back to my grid. Look at here. Look at here. So we know what's out. Like I said, we're not saying that is it, but because you still got to be self-conscious. Talking about conscience. You still got to be self-conscious, and you still gotta play the game. Look at this one. You still got to play the game how the game gonna be played. Because they going to play a game. We already know. They're going to play a game. So, say if we're going 3 days, whatever days back. Look. Boom. 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 Not even... So, what if they don't even fool with none of the stuff? What do we have? We got the first set here. We got the first set. Because we gotta do what they gonna do. We gotta think how they probably think. If they think we too smart. We got our first set. So what's on our first set? Even though I said you gotta know it's gonna be one of these. So you can't let them trick you out your money. So we do have a pair that has that in it. We do have one of them. We do have a pair that has that. I'm trying to look further down on here and look over there at the same time. 1, 2, 3. 3 days back. So say if we did it from this side. 1, 2, 3. 3 days back. When we do the 3 days back the other way, you get another number. You get one of your other numbers. And I'm going to show you how. So this was the other day. From the 302. So we knew a number was going to be in there. We did not know which, but we knew a number was going to be in there. Boom. But say this wasn't here. We was going 3 days back from here. 1, 2, 3. Guess what we got? We got our first number. Voila. Magic. I wonder if it was the second number on this side. But we're not gonna say it, but I just wonder. It's getting dark in here. I'm gonna turn this light on. So with that being said, let's go over here because we want another number. 1, 2, 3. We want another number. We want another number. We got an 8, 3, and a 1. So we do know for a fact that it's going to be something from right here. And something from right here. Boom, boom, boom. And if I take that and try to crisscross how I did that, I wonder. Might not work. No. Could be 342, 243. Not saying it is, but could be. Remember, we gotta play the game how they gonna try to play it. So we're going 1, 2, 3. 3 days back. Let's see. 2, 4, 3. We got that right there. So one thing I'm not going to do is overthink, because we already know for a fact it's one of these, and it's probably that stinking 2 that's out. And it is one of these. So the best thing to do is to use that and to fool with these again. Definitely. It's definitely going to come from the date. It's nowhere around it. It's going to come from the date. That looks so sloppy. 2, 2, 2, 2, 0, 2, 2. I don't want to keep saying that, because every time I do, I'm like, what's over here? That's a 3 or 8 and a 1. A 3, a 8, and a 1 is over there. A 3, a 8, and a 1 is over there. Not saying you're going to take all of it, but you're just going to write a couple numbers out. That's what you're going to do. You're going to write a few numbers out, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write a few numbers out, and you're going to come up with a hit. I wish I could be more accurate tonight, but only thing we could do is use our hit sum today, because the 2's off the grid. So if the 2's off the grid and we got a 2 from right here, 2's off the grid. And we know one of these is going to be in there. We got a 3. That is, what was the reason why I was saying 3? Oh, that's by the 4. But I can't be slow, because I got an 8 that's by that 4. I got an 8 that's diagonal. I got an 8 that is diagonal of that 4. I got an 8 that is diagonal of that 4. So I mean, because I can't figure out the pair, which I'm not saying we can't figure out the pair, but we got an 8 that's diagonal with a 4. What if the 2 ain't even in it today? What if it's just one of these? 8, 4, 8, 8, 3. What if it's a 3? 3, 3, 3, 4. What if it's even a 9? What if the 5? I'm not saying it is. Because what do we have over here? We got 904. We do know it's a O. Even though I don't see the other number in there. We got an 804 over there. We got an 804 over there. 7 ain't nowhere near bad as shit. So I'm not even gonna say nothing. Even though they could still use the same number, but I don't see the purpose in it. You could still play something with it just to not be stupid, but yeah. So lesson over for the day, because I don't want to think too much into it and fry my brain. I ain't which I did. Did I write some numbers out for today? I know I halfway worked it out. I was busy at work. I was trying to, so I wouldn't have too much to do tonight. Nope. This is what I did at work. I didn't get far at all. This is what I did at work. Or was it at work? Or was that what we just did here? I did something at work. Yeah, that's what we did here. That's what I did at work. I don't see it. I don't want to keep flipping through. But I'm finna write me out a hit. And I hope you use the little knowledge that I gave you tonight and do the same. If you hit the screenshot the grid, do that. If you yeah. Go back, look at the short for today that I made earlier today. Rewatch the videos. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if you see that this works, this was from the last hit on Monday. I mean, it works. Not all the time do it give how it's supposed to give. Not all the time does it give how it should be giving, but it gives. And you gotta figure it out just like I do. We just went over a few numbers from off those 3 pyramids. More than 3. We went 3 days back. If you gotta rewind the video, do that. So you can see what might come out today. I don't recommend going over 20, but I hit 15 all last freaking week except for one day. I got 15. The other day, one of the days I missed my hit chase. I ain't gonna say what I was chasing because I wasn't chasing nothing, but I received a phone call and somebody asked me to leave out the house, come outside. And I was trying to, I'm like, oh, I'm finna play my numbers. Wrote the straight hit down and decided to go ahead and get my shit together and leave out the house. I was mad about that. But like I say, it's neither here nor there. Use the knowledge I gave you. Use what I gave you and write you out a hit. All right, until next time.